Yes, sir. Back in the building. Back in the building. Wednesday, April the 15th, 2026. Media Marcus Show, Media Marcus live stream. I'm your guy, Media Marcus, giving you the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Got a few things to talk about today. Obviously, NBA play-in. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about another thing in the NBA, the Jailblazers documentary, which I watched today, so I'll be reviewing that here. Some news from the state of Maryland, Governor Wes Moore, some show renewals, all of those things right here. Media Markets, the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. It is 11:22 p.m. right now, Eastern Standard Time, April the 15th, tax day. Hope you guys took care of that. Yes, we are in the building Wednesday, April the 15th. We're going to give you guys the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. All right, let's start off in the NBA. We had the play-in game. The Philadelphia 76ers defeat the Orlando Magic 109-97. Tyrese Maxey had 31 points in the game and 6 assists, including 3 made three-point shots. Kelly Oubre added 19 points. Andre Drummond with a double-double off the bench. 14 points, 10 rebounds. Desmond Bane, 34 points in the loss, including 4 made three-point shots. Paolo Banchero had 18 points on 7 of 22 from the field, 0 of 5 from three-point land in the loss. So 76ers, they are the official 7th seed now. They will face the Boston Celtics in the first round of the playoffs. The crowd was actually cheering, "We want Boston, we want Boston," in Philadelphia tonight. So that is the latest. Orlando now will play Charlotte for the last by the 8th seed, who will face the Detroit Pistons in the first round. I'm an Orlando Magic fan. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. So we're that bad. We need a coach that's actually won a playoff series. And I've been saying it all year. And it's management just sits on their ass and waits around until April to figure out they need a new coach. But anyway, that's the latest in the NBA right now. The Golden State Warriors are down 53-61. Clippers lead that. Kawhi Leonard, 14.6 rebounds and 3 assists in the game. Steph Curry with 8 points in the game. And he went out a little bit with an injury. So Warriors got some things to work on in the second half as they're down. They're out. If they lose tonight, they're out of the playoff race right now. Clippers up 61-53 over the Golden State Warriors. So we'll see what happens with that. My Orlando Magic, though, we're so pathetic. We are so pathetic. I can't take these guys seriously at all. But, let's stick with the NBA, actually. I watched the Jailblazers documentary today, which was very good. A documentary on the late 90s, early 2000s Portland Trailblazers, including Rasheed Wallace, which I have some things to talk about there, Damon Stoudemire, Bonzi Wells, Scottie Pippen, all of those things. And I'm just going to give you guys a quick review. Very good, though. I would certainly recommend to go. Not going to see that. Pressing play and seeing that. This is the Jailblazers documentary that I'm talking about. And let's start with it. This is Untold. This is my review of Untold Jailblazers documentary. And there's a lot to get to, right? Like, it's a ton to get to. These guys were so over the top. Paul Allen, if you don't know, he worked very closely with Bill Gates, Microsoft in that Seattle area. Wanted to become an owner. He decided to go get Bob. I forget his last name. The GM, Trader Bob, right? They call him Trader Bob. They bring him in from Seattle, who had the best record in the NBA in that '94 season. So they're going to get their team popping. The Trailblazers. They want to bring back the championship DNA. They won in 1977. They did with Bill Walton and crew. Dr. Jack, I believe, was the head coach. So they're trying to bring that back, right? Paul Allen, he's getting into the sports business, made a lot of money in Microsoft, goes out and get Trader Bob, and Trader Bob, the GM, one hell of a guy. So let me explain to you guys the players that Trader Bob went to go get. Rasheed Wallace was the first piece traded from him from the Bullets, traded to get Rasheed Wallace from the Bullets. And Rasheed Wallace, NBA champion, we know he's he did a lot of things in college as well. I believe he won a championship in North Carolina. Rasheed Wallace, one of the best prospects we've seen in the NBA. And he also goes out, Trader Bob, the GM of the Jailblazers at that point. They'll go out and get Damon Stoudemire, hometown kid. He was Rookie of the Year in his first season. And, pair him with Bonzi Wells. and they getting this team together, right? But these guys have all had issues. They also bring in Scottie Pippen, and they get some success. Go to the conference, I believe the conference finals versus the Lakers. They're up 13 points in the fourth quarter versus the 2000 Lakers and end up losing the game. Very young, talented team with the veteran leadership of Scottie Pippen, and everything went downhill from there. These guys are getting busted on marijuana possessions like it's nothing. So first we have Rasheed Wallace and Damon Stoudemire. They get a marijuana possession after leaving the game in Seattle. They also Damon Stoudemire was they had a felony possession of a pound of marijuana, but he was found not guilty due to an illegal search from the police department. So these are the jailblazers, right? I mean, there's a lot of weed involved, a lot of charges, marijuana possession. They eventually lost the fan base. Bonzi Wells has some comments about the fan base and speaking like, regardless if we win or lose, these guys are going to come see us and ask for our autograph. So the fans started to turn on these guys, but what is this guy's name? Trader Bob just continued to bring in dicey players with histories, right? And that's the thing with Rasheed Wallace I talked to you guys about. Rasheed Wallace had 41 technical fouls in one season. He's so all over the place, just kind of barking at the refs all the time. And he also, like I said, Damon Stoudemire, who had 3 drug-related charges in a span of about 16 months. So, I mean, these are all the things that the Jailblazers and the fans were dealing with. And then they bring in Shawn Kemp, who they call Cocaine Kemp. They brought in Cocaine Kemp on the team. Shawn Kemp had to eventually leave the team due to he had to go to rehab for a cocaine habit. So Shawn Kemp, Cocaine Kemp is what they call him in this documentary. It's the Jailblazers documentary I'm reviewing. Just came out today, Wednesday, April, or it might have came out yesterday. But Cocaine Kemp is what they call him. They also, the Jailblazers and Trader Bob, bring in Ruben Patterson, who was a registered sex offender at the time that they brought him into the team. Very controversial signing, Ruben Patterson going to the Trailblazers, which they eventually called the Jailblazers. So these are the type of guys they were bringing into the team. And although these guys were skilled and had talent, you can't put all these guys together with Scottie Pippen. Y'all know Scottie be tripping. And also they drafted Zach Randolph. He was very young when he got the team. He got charged for underage drinking, probably doing a little too much on the street. He ended up punching Ruben Patterson, who was a registered sex offender that I talked about. This is all in the Jailblazers documentary. Zebo was also found with multiple guns during his time with the Trailblazers. So there was a lot going on in that documentary. Definitely you need to go see that, go watch that. This documentary was insane, but it was good as well, though. It was very good, man. I mean, there's a lot of drama. My type of drama. I gotta be honest, man. You got guys punching guys. They got guns. You got drug habits. You got the nasty sexual assault guy you're bringing in, a registered sex offender, and Ruben Patterson. I mean, come on. So that was a very good documentary. Definitely go watch that. That is the Jailblazers, Untold Jailblazers documentary. I would recommend going to see that. All right, we got a couple more things to talk about let's start with the local news out of Maryland. This is Black Millionaires Reporting. Once again, in the Media Markets live stream, April the 15th, 2026. Let's talk, Maryland. It's Black Millionaires Reporting. Maryland Governor Wes Moore passes legislation. Damn, why is that killing me? Maryland Governor Wes Moore passes legislation allowing employees to take 12 weeks paid leave starting in 2028, including taking care of sick family, mental health days, pregnancy, and more. So once again, Black Millionaires Reporting. Maryland's new paid family and medical leave insurance program is approaching, and employees should start preparing now. Beginning in 2027, payroll contributions and employee notices become mandatory, with benefits available in January 2028. Employers who want to use private plan instead must seek state approval ahead of time. So All Maryland employers, regardless of size, are required to participate. Key responsibilities include notifying employees about FAMLI and hire annually before deduction begins. So that is the latest. Maryland Governor Westmore passes legislation allowing employees to take 12 weeks paid leave starting in 2028. That's good to hear. Make some noise for that. What did I have? I have the show From. So this is Blex Media reporting. MGM Plus renewed From. The show is called From. Quote, From. That is the name of the show. From. From renewed for fifth and final season at MGM Plus ahead of season 4 premiere. So this is Blex Media reporting. MGM Plus is officially bringing its breakout sci-fi thriller MGM Plus is officially bringing its breakout sci-fi thriller to a close. The streamer has renewed the series for a fifth and final season, confirming that the story's long-running mysteries will finally reach their conclusion. This news comes ahead of its season 4 premiere on April 19th. So From renewed for a fifth and final season at MGM Plus. Congratulations to everybody involved there. I hear that's a very good show. I haven't seen it personally, but I think the fact that they're getting the fifth season and the fourth one is approaching, I might got some time. So I will figure that out. But yes, From is renewed for a fifth and final season at MGM Plus ahead of season 4 premiere. Blex Media reporting. Yo, at Media Markets live stream. What else do I have? I have some Hollywood news. Hollywood Reporter reporting here. It is Bradley Cooper and Margie Rowe. How do you say her name? Margaret Robbie. Bradley Cooper to write, direct, and star in Margaret Robbie's Ocean prequel. So they're coming out with an Oceans prequel. We know they had Oceans 11, 12, and 13 with George Clooney, Brad Pitt. I think that's Brad Pitt. I get a couple of those guys confused, but we know that they had Oceans 11, 12, and 13. Now also Oceans 8, but now they're working on a prequel, Bradley Cooper to direct and star as well as write in this. I think Margaret Robbie is also going to be involved. Hollywood Reporter reporting, Bradley Cooper has officially lined up his next directing gig, taking the helm of the upcoming Oceans prequel. He will also star in alongside Margaret Robbie. So these two will star in the Oceans prequel. The news had long been in the ether, and during Warner Brothers CinemaCon presentation on Tuesday, studio heads confirmed the news. So these two, Bradley Cooper and Margaret Robbie, to star in the Oceans prequel to the Oceans franchise. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I want to see that. And apparently they're going to be Danny Ocean's mom and dad. So we'll see how that'll work out. So Ocean's prequel is coming. Bradley Cooper and Margaret Robbie are involved. So we're looking forward to that. And I think that's all I have. That is all I have, man. Media Markets, the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in. I'll be back. I think I'll be back tomorrow, but maybe not. But I'll obviously give you guys clips. I'm around. So see you guys very soon. Appreciate you all for listening and tuning in. Be well, be blessed. And I'll be around. Cheers.